Ah! Good morning, children. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a notch late. Fuck me around. I woke up at like 10:15 for some baffling reason. Shouldn't happen. Normally never happens. Means I overslept. Oversleeping for me is always worse than undersleeping. I just feel like worse shit. I don't know what it is. Something to do with coming up, It's why I'm no good at napping. I can't like just have half a fucking sleep cycle or a quarter one or something. Like, I've never got people who can just like, I'm gonna fucking, A, get to sleep in like, less than an hour, and then B, do that and then just pop up like, I feel refreshed and somehow better able to progress with my fucking life. 'Cause that's not my life experience. Yep, hey kids. I mean, I just lie there. I mean, just like, Yeah, we're down into the D's now, aren't we? That'd be right. I blame the letter D. It's the clear and obvious culprit. Ugh, fuck me. Bits of my back are doing shit too. It's just not fair. I try moderately. I put the bare minimum of necessary effort in. Fucking function. Yeah. Okay, sound's going through the wrong thing. Sound's going through the right thing. No, big box. We're not playing fucking PCFX games today. Or what dozen or so of the damn things. Ah, fuck, that's right. All this for fucking D-Day. Oh, Christ. There's never anything that make me fucking happy. Something about the motion, I think. The motion does, it just settles some people. Like, it does to me. Like, a long train ride or anything like that, it just puts me right the fuck out. It's sleepy time for Gaby on fucking long trains. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Ad lib, I think. I don't fucking know, man. I just. Message personnel. Les Sanglots. Ah, it's the Sandlot kids. De violons. Okay. Something. Langueur, monotone. The awesome power of the FX chip. Once upon a time. The biggest and the best. 3D. Dimensions. Alright. Game focus is on. Oh. Overlord. Okay. It's a work game. Click on that. Oh, okay. Bombardment. Pilonner la batterie. Alright. This is in German or something. I don't know. It's just some kind of gibberish. And I don't. You are the General Benoit! It's so funny, the Benoit thing, because, like, for the vast majority of people on Earth, nobody cares. It's just a name. Like, there's that whole fucking Archer thing where it's just a sex toy to him, like Benoit balls. But, like, for any wrestling fan, it's just like, oh yeah, the guy that, like, killed his wife and child with a Bowflex. That's what it is. Right, where the fuck are these D-Day games? Is it indeed, like, fucking D? Because I don't want to have to fucking. Alright, no. Oh, there we are. Okay, D-Day. Scroll. Yep. All right. Okay. I wonder what this one's going to be about. America invades is an interesting turn of phrase for this one. Whose perspective is this from? Like, I know, technically, etc., but it's just, it's not the, you know, it's not the terminology you'd expect to hear from, you know, the Americanos. Like, they always use, you know, there's the... Hey, Ava. Do I know you outside of this? Are you one of the outside internet people? Invade exe. That's just, it's just, I do love seeing just the little things of that panther's eating my logo. World at war. You may alter HQ supply levels. Okay. Send me all the porn. Leroy. Attention, Leroy. Oh, I think I just moved like a fucking cannon or some shit. Well, that's nice. There's at least some, like, you know, one of the big barriers I have with all these games is it's just always like I don't even know how to get anything done. Like, just raw dog is just always something. You know, here I feel okay, that guy's like an enemy thing, but here I feel like, yeah, see, I've dragged those kneeling army men over here. And it's like, all right, that's, you know, that's at least something. I never want to, you know, okay, I'm just one of the weirdos. America invades. Goodbye, America. Why can't one of these just be like, you know, COD? Just, yeah, bridge too far, you know? I don't want to hear shit about fucking... Fuck you and your fucking realism. That is a wild way to fucking draw back on a fucking grenade chuck. That looks like one of those things where they kind of like put a different arm on a different guy's pose, you know? I mean, at least these have, like, mouse interaction, you know? Alright, can I... Cherborg? The Beer of Danish Kings? Oh, okay. Disband. Let's disband big chunks of the fucking... Go home, I'm tired. It was boring. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. Lord something else. D-Zone. I feel like this is all online shit or like an expansion or something that's not gonna fucking run without a bunch of fuck-assing around. Wedgie. Yeah, like, well, sort of. I mean, I think there was the... Did I just see the word wad, or am I fucking hallucinating it now? Yeah, it's like the... I think this is all the online shit for, like, if you wanted to play Doom on a fucking 14.4K dial-up. Over 900 new levels, or maybe some extra levels, I don't know. Yeah. Like, you'd have to... Partial nudity! You'd have to go to a store and buy a box to get your fucking Doom levels. I mean, like, I don't think these would be bad or anything, but also I can't be bothered working out how to get these to work via DOSBox when I can just download fucking Doom and run it on Windows with an arseload of fucking stat buffs and bits and bobs and, you know. absurd ass nonsense. So there's no real utility to me keeping any of the D zones. Because, you know, I mean, look at that though. 150 new levels. 1,000 exciting levels. Okay, dog, fight for my life. Hey, alright. Something that looks kind of Mad Maxy. It did mention something about like graphics and stuff. So I think there was some. I mean, like argue about the terminology, but it was there were some mods in there. Greenwood Entertainment presents. What the fuck? Yes. All right. Where's the music doing that? I wasn't expecting FMVs, but that's made me happy. It's always good to see like a fucking FMV actor taking this whole thing really seriously. All right. I feel like this is gonna be setting up something that it doesn't quite fucking commit to, but I'm gonna restart it though, because I feel like maybe was it Dune Bat that I fucking ran? Oh fucking no. Alright, look. Auto run exe. Dogfight run, okay. There we are, alright. Hello, I'm Captain No Name. Alright, you're setting a tone with this as like the fucking... Okay, I gotta collect little ducks. Alright, what are we getting here? What are we getting? Oh, look at that. Oh, fuck me. Alright, it feels analog. But like, so far, alright. Probably running a bit quick. But like, This music sounds familiar. Come here, little ducky. Like, steering an analog thing that's going way too fast with, like, fucking... the fucking keys is not helpful. But, I mean, it gives me an idea. I think there's something here. There's some legs to whatever this is. There's an FMV guy walking around. That's pretty good. You can't argue with FMV guys, man, because they're real. They're real people. They'll come to your house and kick your ass. Is there a manual for this? Do we have... No, damn. Okay, fight for my life. Alright. Mods, waffen... Ah, God almighty. Oh, look, there's a guy. There are points where I'm not even in the fucking thing. I can get out and shoot with my flamethrower. And halt windows. Alright. Okay, so this one came with like a Windows 95 and a DOS version. So both people are covered. WADs. No, I'm gonna keep that. It'll take some fiddling around. I'd have to get my fucking steering wheel plugged in. And that's kind of involved. Because it's like, the only one I've got, oh fuck yeah. I mean, if nothing else, that, Look at that. That's writing checks this game can't crash the cache. I know that. They're armed, dangerous, and ready for action. They're the Dragon Force. Drastic Response Assault Group Operations Network. Like putting in the yards to get that to fucking work. Yeah, look at that. See, that's the problem, The fucking covers get me all excited. It's like, the art fucking airbrushed on the side of the van always makes the van's owner underwhelming. No van owner can live up to the fucking art fucking airbrushed on the side of it. It's just, they just can't. Okay, that's my fault. I really should keep an eye on how many parameters I've got. Yeah, like, it is. There are a few. When negotiations fail. Wow, this one's got a mouse. Look at that. It's amazing. Choose a mission. Alright, objective removal. Terrorists have been caught in a foiled attempt to seize some dignitaries at a remote presidential camp. Remove them as quickly as possible. Yeah, we'll do a little practice. Okay, chosen. Starfire, Wazoo, Piper, Slim, Tiny, Whitey, Dodger. Okay. Done at the top. This is a lot of, like, drop all, right? Alright. So, go until event. Man, this really doesn't live up to the box art. Like, this turbo doesn't live up to the box art. This and the box art haven't seen each other in decades, and they're going to be astonished when they finally come, face to face again. And just really, have it click how much they've changed over the intervening years. Like, look, there has to be rules, You can't show me that and then have the game be watch the bar get bigger. Like, look at that. I bet there's not even a dragon in this game. Who did that box art? See, this is what I like. This is what I mean about, like, you can't judge a book by its cover. At one point, having a lot more relevance to the world, and really being more applicable to books and DOS games than much all else. When negotiations end. Enough of that word business. All right. God Almighty, you there was no way to see games in action, really. Like, you'd go to game stores and there'd just be this shit on shelves and boxes. You pull up, you go, ah. And, like, you'd maybe see, like, your fucking thing in the back would be a box, like, literally about yay big if you were lucky. And you'd have to make a conclusion based on that. Go look at some. There are things on Twitter that do really high resolution scans of old games, like, game reviews and previews and shit. And that was the most you had. Like, the most you fucking had was, like, an actual, postage stamp sized thumbnail. Dread attack, okay? I'm guessing that high pitched sound is the music. Also, a blood vessel has finally burst in my brain. Upon arriving at your furnished apartment, you are greeted by your gold emergency pen paper. What? Nope. I think the Doom box art and the Doom game relate in a way that's fair. Like, I do think that if you put that box art, what is it? It's a guy fucking just fighting all the demons of hell in a way that looks very dynamic and very, action oriented. And when you play the game, you do get that. And particularly, like, Doom for its day was nuts. Like, there was, go play Wolfenstein, like, 3D, and then go play Doom. And, they are night and fucking day almost. Like, Doom was a big deal. So you see the box and you're like, oh, that looks amazing. And you played the game and the game was amazing. So you were like, yeah, okay. Like, even if it's not like a screenshot of the gameplay, it, the difference between that and that is light years. Huh. This rings a bell. Box art's the worst liar. Box art will actively, almost deliberately, be lying to the fucking customer about what the game actually is. Sometimes it's just like, you know, the game and the box art and shit were just miles apart. Like sometimes someone made a game and then they sold that game to some publishing company, and the publishing company was like, just said to some random artist, hey, we need a thing for something called Dragon Force, and the guy would come up with like a thing. And there were so many gaps in the creative process that there was never going to be a logical connection between the things. Sometimes there was, and it was like full of shit. But like it's miles apart, miles and miles and miles apart. Like fucking, E3 videos and shit would be like, all right, it performs better, or there's better lighting, or there's something else we can't fucking, you know. E3 shit would usually be, we're going to show this in a way that could not be pulled off on like, any commercially available thing, like it'd be fibbing about performance and stuff. Cutscenes, pre-rendered stuff, that's a bit of a different beast. But still, like, you know, cutscenes would at least give you a kind of meaningful idea of what the art style could be, at least. Whereas, like, I mean, go look at Dragon Force. Go back, look at Dragon Force. Look at that fucking box art and then look at the game. I challenge anybody to find a fucking, bigger lie in like a post-2000 fucking E3 thing. Anywhere after the fucking DOSBox art fucking period. You had been at your apartment in Paris when the call came in. Hours later, after flying the length of Asia, over the Himalayas and the radioactive deserts of Kazakhstan, you arrive in Singapore carrying an urgent package for the scientist Derrida. Meow. The Japanese box art to fucking Western box art pipeline, as always. Huh. A little more actiony than I thought it was going to be. I mean, is that a thing over there? What are we doing? All right, let's take a quick peek. The controls. What do we got? Okay. All right, up, down, left, right. Okay. Grenade, fire. Displays my status. Talk to a survivor. Man, there's a lot going on here. Alright, quit the title. At least that's on select. Quit the title being on select, I'm fucking okay with. Okay. So... Well, where'd my fucking... Now my fucking shit's just not working. My D-pad's just decided it's not, like... Okay. Maybe that arrow. Ah, there we go. Oh. Like, it's not... Oh, okay, it's like mapped to fucking joystick. No. Where's recalibrate joystick? Okay, L2. Alright, I'll make you recalibrate joystick. See if I can fucking get that going. Alright, okay, there we go. Hey, I got a diagonal now. Okay. Come on, little guy. Ow! I fucking suppose. Alright, let's fucking talk. God damn it, fuck you. Why do things keep vanishing from me? Okay, view, quit, talk to a survivor. I swear that's what I'm doing, you monkey. Okay, they're following me. Alright, that looks like something. I'm sorry. Oopsie doodle. Why are there enemies from Marble Madness being dicks here? Like, fucking honestly. Oh, yeah. Virtual reality meets action adventure. I don't know about that. That feels like a bold claim. Degeneration. 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 Okay. Alright. I mean, I don't think the game really sort of, covered that precisely. Neogens. Okay. Oh. There's a humanoid that can disguise itself as anything. Alright. You know. I don't think I'll get rid of that. I think there's some interesting little puzzles there. Da game! Uh-oh. By Vlasek. This is an Eastern European independent production, isn't it? Yeah, that thing just blasted the fuck out. Like, I genuinely had, I don't think there was anything in that game that was going to tell me how to fucking, that there was just going to be something that was going to kill me straight away. I thought it was, when I first started, I thought I was in a point-and-click adventure game. Okay. Help me. Play the game. This is just great. I love going in completely fucking ignorant, because my two options are Fat Boy mode and time countdown, and I don't know what the fuck that means. I was not expecting this. Alright, I think we're just, like, touching things. I mean, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know? Like, in the realms of fucking homemade Eastern European games, that could have been a lot worse. 2005. You know, I mean, it could have been conceptually worse. It's just boring and shitty. Dactylus. He's going... Oh, fuck yeah. I love any game that looks like Xavier Renegade Angel. Put it in H! Fuck, I love that. Alright. Alright, what's going on? Have I done bad? Oh! Look at that. Dactylus Hoff... Okay. Einstellgegen. I mean, it's in German, and it's in stupid German, so I can't even... Is this like... You know, It reminds me of, like, fucking Werner Herzog when he talks about, like, you know, German dialects and shit and how he's Bavarian, and it's like, this is, like, and how it can be, like, not understandable by other Germans, you know? This feels like that. This feels like I'm stuck in... Alright, look, I'm just gonna restart this, because I don't think I did the right thing. I think I chose poorly. Okay, that was Dark Bat. Okay, well, I know not... Alright, so that's in Spiel, which is fucking German. So if I find one that maybe says it in not fucking German. Alright, see, this is better, you know? I don't have to hear some worrying, you know, fucking mountain German fucking dialect speaking at me like English hurts to get out. We getting audio? I'm always worried to turn it up in case something fucking blasts me like it did last time. Alright. I mean, on the plus side, yeah! Alright. Yeah, see, this is, you know, Sometimes you're depressed on the top of your mountain and it sucks, but then you just gotta remember you have the world's longest lance, and that you can and a dragon, and you can face the day with both of those things. You know, no matter what happens, you've got your fucking world's longest lance and your dactyl, and you know you're gonna go out there and you're gonna deal with whatever it is. You know, whatever it is, you can. Yeah, look at that. You know, it's like the luck dragon, except you're gonna kill shit. All right. Oh, it's still in fucking Bavarian. Okay. Spielstaaten. Ah. Now that's English. Or not English, but I understand it. Der Reis begann. Eins Luft durchweckt. Alright, look, what is this? Oh, holy, isn't this fucking side like just a... Oh, well, fucking look. You know? Look at all that. All that fucking around. All that dealing with, like, weird Germanics. And, you know, it's just like, look at that. That's fun. I've got a giant... Ah, my sword went away. I think... This looks like it was supposed to be a Signosis game, but then people who were interested in making something fun got a hold of it. And considering that's the Germans, like, that's, you know... Oh, okay, let's pause. I don't think I'll push too many buttons, because I feel if I push one button, it'll, like, fucking explode the game. And I actually kind of want to play this. I don't like the eyeballs. Look, no, I don't... Alright, that's gotta be health. That's health. Alright, you see? Simple, understandable visual language. I got a crystal, and now I got 3 bullets. The red things seem to be, you know, increasing my points. I'm doing more damage now. I don't have to worry about the fucking jellyfish. Alright, I did not see that fucking bug there. That's, gotta fucking be mindful for that shit. They have... Oh, no, oh, no. Fuck you. You fucking little fucks you. I don't like you. Piss off. No, no. I got my sword back. Fuck off. Give me a goddamn... Nah. The hurt box on the fucking thing is a bit too big. Nein, you're Namen Helden Pürberge. Ja? Does that mean continue? Ah, yeah, alright. J means continue, because J means ja. Piss off, piss off. Piss off. Fuck you, you fuckers. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Alright. Yeah. Crystals mean better firepower. That I know. I mean, I'm not getting any audio, which is kind of a bummer, because I'm curious as to what... You know, if we're gonna go traditional Bavarian as a... I don't... What does a sad face do? You know, are we gonna be getting, like... a guy with tuba, you know? Like, because this feels like it should be guy with tuba music going, you know? Alright. Blood not getting to my fucking goddamn... Why are they able... Fuck you! I don't like that they're able to do fucking mind Hadoukens before they finally fight. Now, the shit started coming up out of it. There we are. Yeah, that's right. I'm learning the patterns. Oh, fuck off. There's like a... Look at that. They just... These are bull... Those are very annoying. Just fart ass around and fucking, you know. That's amazing. That's fucking... It's the best scan we've got is still in its original packaging. At least I have a vague idea of, like, you know... The pictures on the back tell me what the game's about. Like, yeah, look at that. You know, there's looks like a boss or something going on down there. I mean, alright, Dactylus lives, because it's fucking actually measurably fun. Demon... It's just words. Kazumpet? Yeah. I feel like maybe I'm able to spend points and, like, buff my dragon a little bit. The adventure begins. 16 years ago, an orphan was born. Well, he wasn't an orphan then, but he soon would be. A kindly old couple found him floating inside a small hope chest they found drifting near their cottage in a little town. One of these better have graphics. That's all I can say. Okay. Eat shit. That's gonna be words too. That's gonna be words too. Alright, look. I don't need to puzzle myself. I'll get a second one as well. There we go. Demon's Gate! Alright. Come on, graphics. Fingers crossed. Maybe. Maybe. I'll keep the original Doom and shit. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of anything that plays. There's just, like, if I want to actually sit down and play some kind of modified Doom or some kind of, I mean, I don't just want a bunch of bunch of stages, If I play any kind of Doom expansion, I want a narrative, some kind of narrative at least. It's just, in order to get the DOSBox version of Doom running with the DOSBox version of, like, fucking D-Pack or whatever the shit will be... I mean, maybe it's easy. It feels like it will be very involved. And I don't know why I'd bother doing that when there are a million easier fucking options. Okay, intro and game. An Imagitic Design Inc. production. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal were fucking amazing. I fucking love those games. Doom 2016 is what the fucking, come on, brain. You can do it. Come on. Come on. It's what fucking Duke Nukem 3, the Duke Nukem fucking thing should have been. It was fast, fun, batshit insane. I remember playing that, like, for the first time, and, like, when the music really kicks in hard, when one of the, I can't remember, some kind of boss or something fucking shows up in this big dais and shit, it's just like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what, it's just balls out. It lent into every fucking fun element of classic Doom, and just modernized it. That's it, And, like, there's some kind of stray bits and bobs in, like, fucking the sequel that, I find, like, a little fidgety, but, like, nothing, it's all the side shit. Yeah, the core gameplay experience is still fucking great. It's still fucking fun, You just belt to fuck through the fucking thing. You're fast. You got shit you can do. You're blasting stuff. You get ammo for using the chainsaw. You get health for murdering things. Like, just the basic integration of all the fucking let's kill stuff into, like, the function of it. And again, the Doom guy isn't a guy. He's just, he's an entity. He's the demon's demon, And he's just, like, that's, yeah, exactly. He's the rip and tear, He's the Doom guy from the fucking comic. And that's what I want. And you get a giant laser sword in the sequel. I forgot about that. That's fucking sweet. I mean, it could maybe have used some bigger bosses. I felt the same way about, whatever that Overdrive game was that came out recently, like Maximum Kill Overdrive, Overdrive Turbo, something. Turbo Overkill, I think that might be it. Where it's like, that game was a lot of fun, and I did really enjoy it, and I do recommend it, but also it needed a couple of just, like, almost city-scale bosses. Like, it really could have done that, and that's one thing I feel is missing from a lot of these. Is it's like, you have all these big monsters and stuff, and, like, you could roll out even a big monster as a sub-boss, but then I want to fight something that's like, like the difference between, like, an Attack on Titan, the little guys, and then the fucking Titans. Like, I want to fight something that big, and I think these games can fucking do that now, It's not like the old days. You could have a big space, because, I mean, there's really big open spaces in, like, fucking Maximum Overkill or Turbo Overfuck. Oh, the Doom comic. Yeah, if you haven't ever read the Doom comic, it's like the best thing. It's like 12 pages or something. It's ridiculous. Alright, demons. Oh yeah, that was the demo. Oh, not the demo, the intro. Alright, Demon's Gate. Alright. Oh, alright. That face is fucking funny. Okay. Penis. There we go, look at that. Ah, fuck me, I got load the wrong one or something, did I? Look at that guy's face. That's so fucking funny. I think that's one of the guys who made it. That's what that feels like. Captain Gustavus. I don't know. I'll keep that around to fiddle with it and see if I can get it going properly. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's the origin of Rip and Tear exactly. Like, maybe that came from something else, but it definitely... It, you know, it popularized it. Okay. Okay, is this an... What are we doing here? Okay, so... I'm Daffy Duck, and I'm on the quest for hormone replacement therapy. I knew it. Alright, how do I... What's going on? You can't stop me, Yosemite Sam. Can't stop me from getting my hormone treatment. Yosemite Sam is like the anti-trans people. It really does kind of work. Great horny toads! I don't need Daffy Duck teaching me how to, like, spell. Oh, Jesus wept. I will let you down. I will make you spurt. You gotta wonder what fucking point your life's at where you're getting a fucking horse gambling game on a fucking 3¼ inch floppy disk for your fucking home computer. And like, you're not even having a, you're not even playing a fun game. Just like being there. I better check my racing form. Imagine a video game telling you that you better check your racing form. Imagine that being a thing that somebody does for what's supposed to be fun. Ah, shit in my dick. You know what? You know what? Alright. Like, I think they paid to get that photo taken, you know? Like, that could have been the cover of it. Look at that. That's actually, that's the disc. That's actually clever. It's just like, alright. Looks like the start of a 1985 erotic thriller. It's the way it's lit, you know? That's not office lighting. You know, office lighting is not fucking that shit. It doesn't matter if you've got a dictionary there. I'm not even starting this. Unless there's, like, weird fucking office seduction shit going on, I don't care. Okay. Oh, fuck. I naively thought this might actually be fun. Yeah, huge guts. I gotta read that again, actually. Rip and Tear. But, like, fucking... I mean, they're great. They're great games. They're great fucking games. Like, the lore gets a bit too involved in, like, whatever the fucking sequel's called. A debutante? A vivre? I don't know what that is. Pieces detach. Sweet. Okay. Womange? No. 1987. That's too long ago. That's the problem. What are we doing? How long have I been doing this now? Ah, fuck me. 45 minutes, really? I started that late. Everything sucks forever. Alright, hold on a second, because I have to pee. So you can, I don't know, scream amongst yourselves. You know, maybe if I leave the wheelie bin in the sun, it'll just get hot enough to, like, fucking kill anything in there. Like, I think that's possible, but, like, what's the melting point of a fucking Australian wheelie bin? That's the problem. Alright. Okay. Hey, look, it's Dalek Attack. If this is the one I'm thinking of, it's not as fun as one may think. Bethesda really haven't advanced since Fallout 3. And I look forward to fucking GTA 6 having the same absolutely fucking shithouse turn-of-the-century mission structure that it's had forever. And never learning anything and never evolving that and having it to be just a question mark will pop up on the map for no reason. And then you just go to it and the guy goes, "Ah!" And then you go do some shit. And like, they've never fucking changed. Like, the mission fucking structure of that game is terrible. Alright, I don't appear to have any control over this. Feels like it's going slow. Why would it be going slow? That don't seem right. Let's juice this up a wee bit, maybe. Alright, maybe that's as fast as it's gonna go, who knows. All the missions are like, the way the missions are structured are incredibly linear. It's the same for fucking, it's what, like, made, you know, the Cowboy one, Red Dead 2, boring as shit. They're linear, nothing happens, there's no good in-game reason why you can't get better guns once you have the money, besides the fact the game is just like, no, you can't have these good guns right now. Like, if you make this complex, rich world, you need a complex, rich mission structure. Hey, 7. This is always gonna be my favorite. Alright. That was probably the bulk of this game's file size, was getting the fucking TARDIS sound effect in there. Like, every mission is go a place have like basically a cutscene you mildly interact with, and that's it. Like there's nothing else happens. Alright, I killed an innocent, that's my fault, that's on me. I mean, that's a problem with this game, is it's like, you know, fuck off you. I fucking can't get behind him, you know? Like, this just isn't really thematically close to, like, well, how do I rescue those guys? Ow, you fucking minge. Oh, God, the fucking thing does not scroll well either. Alright. Okay, so I just shot him in the wrong spot. That tosses salad. You know, like, it really kind of boggles my mind that this does that old Amiga game thing where, like, at least there's a flash and a noise, but there's no physical, like, you don't bump or anything. Which means at any given point you can just be sitting in a damage situation, just copping it. And it's like, you know, I shouldn't be able to drift through a fucking box. Oh, now come on. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, missed that one. You see what I mean? Like, I just lost a whole life and I didn't even notice, you know? Like, that's just not... Oh, fuck off. You know, why there was never just a Doctor Who point-and-click adventure game is legit beyond me. You know, I don't know how they managed to fuck up Doctor Who games for so fucking long. Like, some of the modern ones are partially playable. And I want to stress partially. Like, the ones that were based on Matt Smith, where it was kind of like, you know, step or cinematic platformer, that's actually not a bad idea. If you're going to do a Doctor Who action game, that kind of genre where it's like, you know, it isn't combat-based, and having to solve a puzzle while a big pile of Cybermen were marching towards you is actually, you know, weirdly accurate fucking tension development device from the series. I think that actually worked. But it's just, what would be the easiest fucking thing? It's just a fucking point-and-click adventure game. Just do that. And nobody ever did it. Doesn't exist. Baffling. Nope. Let's go skip that one. I won't get rid of Dalek Attack because I feel like I can tweak it a little bit. But it's just not, it's, you know, it's not great. I mean, even once you get through that stage, like, you know, again, it's one of those games where just, the screen is constantly just hitting you with stuff. And it's impossible to get, like, one hot moment's peace. And I hate that. Body massage. That's a mustache that says body massage. And you cannot escape him. Sylvester McCoy is one of the great Doctors. He had some stories that actually benefited him as well. Like, Seventh Doctor's run's one of the greats. It has episodes that you know, would easily have worked in the modern era. Like, there are some from the olden days that just don't, because they're weird, old-fashioned style storytelling episodes. But, like, Seventh Doctor's got some of the best. They were, you know, Andrew Cartmel was, like, adding some fun ancient lore to it to, you know, bring some of the mystery to the Doctor back. He had a little bit of fucking evil in him, and that was interesting. Ace was one of, if not the best fucking companion from the classic series, because she was interesting and useful. So, like, I don't know if the 90s would have been very kind to the classic series, and in a lot of ways I'm sort of glad it skipped it. But like, I am bummed that like the Seventh didn't get like at least another 2 seasons, you know, like just to get some of the stuff that they were wanting to get done. I mean, it was such a good like it was such a good run, you know. Remembrance of the Daleks is one of the all-time great classic episodes. You know, bar none. It's in the top 5 easily, and probably top 3. And even some of the episodes that were goofy were great, you know. Happiness Patrol, fantastic camp episode. You know, Paradise Towers is fun. Like, there are some shoddy moments, but there's not really a really entirely shoddy fucking story. You know. Well, Ace made homemade explosives, so she was willing to throw down with basically anything. But she did have a go at a Dalek with a bat that had been turned into a fucking functional weapon by the fucking Hand of Rassilon. Which is, again, that is fucking cool. You know? Fucking. Remembrance of the Daleks is a fucking all-timer. If you watch the fucking modern series, go watch Remembrance of the Daleks, because you'll see a lot of fingerprints of what Remembrance of the Daleks is in the modern series. Absolute fucking cracker of an episode. Silver Nemesis is another pretty good one. I mean, it's a bit overloaded, but it's a solid Cybermen episode. It's never gonna stop loading, is it? It's just I'm doomed. Why? I want to see this mustache chase people. Okay, Daily Bat. We'll do that. I swear that's what I clicked earlier, isn't it? Fuck. Okay, W. Colin Baker had a hard run. Like, a lot of his stories really suck. Like, a lot of them just really bad. And they had an interesting idea, which was to have him start off as a jerk and then slowly, like, you know, grow into, you know, being the heroic character again. Which isn't a bad idea. It's just, you're really going to need the fucking stories to support that. And if for a hot second they don't, you know, you're basically screwed. And that's just functionally what happened. I mean, there was some... what was the... Vengeance on Varos, I don't think's a bad overall story. Some of the Trial of the Time Lord bits are good. His Cyberman episode's not bad. But it was a short, brutal run. Bunch of ideas clashing with each other right when the series was starting to just, you know, lose its popularity as well, which it didn't need. Fucking goddamn. I gotta fix this fucking goddamn light today. Come on. There we go. Alright. We don't get hunted by body massage. How is that meant to be on several discs? You know, something's fucking with me here. I feel like I'm getting jerked around. How dark am I when the light... Fuck. Body massage. Valiant wasn't a bad, but the idea of like an evil doctor as a, you know, an evil regeneration being an issue is like a good one. And some of the books and some of the, you know, fiction around that idea was good. Like there were some decent ideas in terms of that. But, you know, just none of it ever gets to fucking come to fruition, and none of the modern writing staff have been remotely competent enough to really hang on to a coherent idea. I mean, as more pop culture stuff has managed to detach itself from some of the worst, laziest fucking tropes of the ancient times, it bothers me more and more. Fuck. It bothers me more and more that some things don't. I don't know how you can write something that doesn't have basic internal logic. You know, because that's really all you have to do. That's all you gotta do. You can add things after that. You just need basic internal logic. Hey, the dam was loaded. I mean, look, this isn't great, but it has charms. I don't know. If it were up to me, I'd reboot Doctor Who entirely from the start. I mean, there are two things that I would completely villainously use AI for. And one of them would just be to completely redo Doctor Who. Replace some of the missing episodes. Tidy a lot of them up, basically. Like, get them to be functional. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Oh, nope, there we go. You know, I mean, like, Doctor Who was written at a time when the idea of having a coherent lore didn't exist. Did not fucking care. I'm not just talking about the effects, I mean just the plot. You know, the narrative was all over the shop. Some episodes could be legitimately amazing, and some would just be, like, I don't know, written by someone who usually writes dialogue for, like, a fucking children's puppet show or something. Like, it just... Maybe cast actual Chinese people in the Talons of Weng Chiang. It's a shame, too, because Talons of Weng Chiang is a good episode.
I'm a private investigator.
I'm a penis inspector. So, yeah, Dame was loaded's, I mean, look, you know, people will make fun of it, and not invalidly so, but,
My desk. It's old, pitted, scarred, beaten up, and worn out. Like me. My typewriter. I type up every case. A fountain pen. There are two kinds of pens in this world. The kind that leak, and the kind you lose.
That's an insane sentence, but okay.
A fountain pen.
Alright. Where is... How do I get things? Ah, holding, fountain pen, draw, one ring. Okay, okay, so that's... Stuff exists over there. Maybe it doesn't. Alright, that's my box of holding, maybe? Okay. Yeah, there's my bits and bobs.
I want my rent now. Today. 150 smackaroos.
I got you, smackaroos, right here. Where's my gun?
Say, Jack.
Jack, nothing, fella. I want money, not one of your lame excuses. Nobody wants to buy your lame excuses.
That's okay. I ain't selling them. The fire alarm. Never tested. I hope it isn't a false alarm.
Alright, how do I... Where's my... Okay, right mouse button, click on an item or person to examine. Left mouse button, okay. Okay, click a hand, okay, alright, uh-huh. Left and... hang on, what'd that say? Fuck. Left and right, okay. There we go! Use wallet, use watch. Holding nothing. Ah, god damn it, where's my gun?
Look, Jack.
Shut up and pay up. No, you don't, bub.
Alright, I gotta, like, pull the fire alarm or something.
The fire alarm. Never tested. I hope it isn't a false alarm.
Okay, maybe I gotta use my wallet. What was it, 100 and something?
I made that money at home.
That'll do. But I want the rest in 7 days or you're both out.
Thanks for backing me up there, Ralph.
Sorry, Scott. I'll handle him next time.
Better do a good job. I think he's serious.
How do I throw snacks at Ralph? Do I have a gun? But I don't. That's just madness.
A cup.
A cup. Word of the day. Cup. That's a lot of, that's a lot of fun for people who enjoy those kinds of things. Like me. Where are we? Dames of Trouble. As true today as it was when it was written. If you're at all into, like, the old FMV fucking adventure games, I do recommend. Okay, well that... This has been a whiplash, because I'm like, a Dame Simulator. I was like, oh, that could be bad. And then it's like fucking, I don't know, checkers or something. I was like, oh, okay, there's just checkers. And then I look up and there's a robot Dame, and I'm like, alright, that's... I got Pinball Wizarded there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call Loki Marvel's answer to Doctor Who. It's just time travel. I mean, it was good, but still. Simulate me some dames. It's just going to hit me with Optic Blast anyway. How are we doing? Hour and 10. Okay. Dan Burry. Jump and run. So we have that to look forward to tomorrow. Jump and run. It's like they always say, sometimes you got to jump before you can run. Otherwise it's a bunch of howling madness. Ugh. Fucking light's doing that fucking thing again. Ding! I gotta fix that contact. I gotta go to fucking... I gotta leave the house. Alright. Well, the usual thing happened. The money came out, so we're down to 1640 and 295 members. I mean, I don't know. Just sort your shit out or don't fucking log back. There's no point. Like, I don't know why you'd fucking... There were like 4 people on the, subscriber stream anyway. So, unless those... That's more than have gone. So, I don't know why you're fucking logging on and logging out. I mean, you're not getting anything for it, so... You're just making your life less fucking convenient. Aziz, light! Sometimes I reach up to fix it, and it fixes itself right before I touch it, and that's pissing me off. It's playing silly buggers with me. I'm being screwed with. Well, I mean, like, okay, so the next-gen realm of Star Treks were in that period where you still had 26... you had to produce 26 hours of television. That was the series load back then. That's half a fucking year, And so, while not impossible, a 26-hour-long episode arc is... I'm not touching it, it's just doing it by itself. Is challenging. And so they'd come up with an arc that was usually about maybe 6 episodes long, give or take. They'd spread it out over the course of the series, and then they'd have, your fucking alien or monster of the week. Buffy did the same thing. X-Files, same thing as well. And it's not a bad idea or a bad approach. The challenging hinge point for that is to have a good reason why the overall arc is important, but not so important that the monster of the week stuff feels ridiculous. Like, you don't want it to be that situation where you're off doing side quests while the demon lord is running around, trashing villages and shit. Like, while you're not going and getting the fucking thing to defeat the evil demon lord. Provided you can get those parts to balance, or provided you can come up. I mean, the art would be to keep the main characters from being aware of the significance of the threat or the existence of the threat while informing the audience. So the audience can be aware something's happening, the characters mightn't be, and you can have that awareness converge deeper into the season. Sometimes they managed it, sometimes they didn't, you know. Like, I wouldn't want to go back to 26 episodes a year. I don't think that's necessary. But I feel like they're still trying to like hone in on, you know, like I'm perfectly happy with a season going as many episodes as it needs to go. I'm happy with episodes being about as long as they need to be, give or take. All of that's fine. It's just, again, if it needs to be that long, make it that long. Don't make it feel like it needed an extra episode sort of situation. Don't make it feel like something got truncated because, you know, it's 12 episodes instead of fucking 26. I think there is space to have, you know, some of these arcs with Monster of the Week things, because you really only need, like, you know, if you added maybe, if you're doing 15 or 16, you could have a few Monster of the Weeks and do that, you know, slow build to the main villain, leave maybe the last 3 episodes, give or take, for the, you know, big evil threat. I do like how Disney's returned to releasing it weekly, though. I think that's a much better idea. As annoying as it can be sometimes to have episodes end, it's like, you need the space between the fucking notes, you know? If you just sit through and binge it, you will lose things occasionally, you know. When an episode ends with some significant event, and then the significant event is immediately repaired by whatever happens in the next thing, or like, you know, you can, it tampers with the show's capacity to build tension, and that's not great. What happens to Cisco in the end of Deep Space Nine? Does he become Space Jesus? I can't remember. I mean, was it filler or was it character? Because I hear people talk filler about shit that is not filler far too fucking often. I feel like watching anime has broken a lot of people's brains, you know? Like, you watch fucking Naruto have to do, like, what, 70 episodes or something while the fucking show catches up to the manga? It's like, alright, look, just something that's not the main fucking quest isn't fucking filler. You know? Stuff could be about building character and shit. One of those fucking... It's one of those things where it's just like people learned a fucking new word, and it's just fucking everywhere. It's like, that's not filler. Like, I heard people describe episodes of Loki as filler. It's like, none of that's filler, you fucking halfwit. Just go away. Go talk about something else. Go watch a fucking 26 episode season of fucking Star Trek or something. Go watch hyperspace turn people into lizards. Talk about fucking filler. Yeah, the emissary was a big... That's one of those ones that's tough to fucking... You know, you really got to commit to that. Are you Space Jesus? Are you going to have your guy be Space Jesus? I mean, as nutty as Battlestar Galactica got, they went with it. You know? And some of it was sloppy, but they made their bed and they lied in it. And it's like, alright, okay. Oh yeah, like I'm not... Cisco and Descartes fall into the Bajoran hell, and Cisco becomes a non-linear wormhole alien. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Star Trek's one of those ones that's. There's always been a fear to commit to some ideas in Star Trek. You know, it's what really fucking hobbled Voyager out of the gate. Like, Voyager wanted to be basically Battlestar Galactica, and it was just too scared to do anything really fucking grim. You know? Like, the grimmest shit we got was Tuvix. Like, it has some good episodes, definitely. And I do love, like, you know, anything to do with, like, Borg lore. And I like the Borg fucking running into an alien species that just kicked their fucking ass. That's fun. I do like seeing that, because I think the Borg are fucking stupid. And, like, not in terms of, like, you know, a scary, cool kind of sci-fi monster, but I mean, the Borg as a species is dumb. The governing intelligence of that, you know, species is fucking stupid. And seeing it, like, wander into fluidic space and just be like, you know, without having really checked or thought, you know, it's like, oh, we'll just go to this whole new fucking thing and we'll do the usual routine. And then just getting the fucking pantsed. Just, you have nothing. Go away. Yeah, The Rock did a rock bottom to 7 of 9. Because I used to, that you know, back in the day was on at like 11 o'clock at night on Channel 9, and I used to smoke weed, and they'd be like, it's time for Voyager, you know, on like Tuesdays usually. And so having like The Rock be in an episode of it was fucking great. Yeah, like 7 of 9 got like, I don't know, stolen and sent to some fucking weird space kumite. I mean, like, the idea of the Borg being non-sapient is a nice one, but that ship sailed a lot, you know, almost immediately. Like, there's a queen, there's a brain, there's, you know, the queen got lonely and wanted to knob Picard. One thing I do hate is, like, there've been a few times where it's like, oh, you know, there was one where they created a math problem that would, like, trap the Borg forever, and they were like, oh, let's not do that. And it's like, no, let's do that. You don't treat these things like a regular species, because they're not. It's a virus that's gotten out of control. Trash them, destroy them. Rip them out of the fucking, you know, rip them out of space by the root. Because it's just, what are you going to do? What happened? Like, that's always my question is, like, what are you going to do if you win? Have a cup of tea? Enjoy yourself? Hmm? Do you have the capacity to appreciate any of this? What's the fucking point? Boring fucking knob. Oh, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Well, then genocide. Fucking genocide the goddamn Borg. I'm pro-Borg genocide. Yeah, Big Show was in Enterprise as a fucking what are the greenskins? Like a jailer or something. I do want to see just a whole episode of Q fucking with the Borg. If I were one of the Q, that's all I'd be doing. Just finding, like, and it's like, well, they'd ignore you, and it's like, no, I'd find a way. If I'm some fucking bizarre infinite space prankster, my opus would be finding a way to upset and annoy the Borg. Like, I would refine my capacity to irritate and pester to the point where the Borg pulled out of all other space, and we're just like, I need to kill this thing. Orions, yeah, that's it. I love how my thing for the fucking space shit is always, you know, everyone else's opinion of humanity is we're the horny maniacs. Every other alien species is like, man, you know, humans are nice and all, but like, you gotta keep an eye on them because they will try to fuck you. Compatible, incompatible, you know, whether they're trying to like fucking produce offspring or not, just you can't be left alone with one. You just can't. Because it's like an unneutered dog. They'll just hump you. Just horniest fucking things in the fucking universe. They only live for like 20 minutes. Everything else has a lifespan of like 200 years. Humans are like, well, I'm 80, time to die. So it's like everything has to be done quickly. There's no patience, just maniacs. Can't be alone with them. Yeah, well, I'm provoking the Borg. I don't care. If they start trying to figure me out, I'll just magically vanish it away. I'll send them all. You know what? I'll encounter at Farpoint the fucking Borg. I'll be like, yeah, you fuckers, you're having fun just picking on other fucking. Here, go deal with the goo reptiles. Did they ever get a name? I swear they're still just like species 1141 or some shit. They're just like a number. They just live in one of those giant fucking galaxy scale blobs of water. Whichever the one was that had Khan in it fucking sucked chode. It was incompetently fucking structured. Because, like, the entire movie, Khan is just doing sensible shit for the survival of his people who have been abused and are being kept in, like, tanks or some shit. He just wants to get the fuck out of there. He's angry, yeah. And then, like, they have to literally call Spock from the other dimension to ask why Khan's bad. And he just says, oh, he's really villainous. Like, they literally yeah, no, he's one of the worst things you've ever seen. Don't let him fucking do shit. It's like, you know, you could have maybe, I don't know, seeded that he's a genocidal maniac a little bit. Maybe, you know, it's like, all right, like, he has a valid point, but also that valid point and that valid pain has twisted him into a fucking monster. You know, like, we never see that happen on Earth. But they didn't do that. Let's just call fucking other dimension Spock and have him explain to the audience in the last 20 minutes why he's fucking villain. Like, he's so fascinatingly incompetent at the story part of storytelling. You know, like, I don't think he's a terrible director, but, like, just, you can't, he's just terrible at plots. Like, I get that there was a lot of fuckery and, like, a lot of just general poor organization from the start with the prequel, with the sequel like, trilogy of Star Wars, but you couldn't have come up with something slightly better than just Palpatine came back somehow? I mean, shit. Like, so many people could just in a minute, and yet this guy's got, like, the billions. Oh, well. Alright. That'll be it for today. Sorry, I was late. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Just woke up, looked over at my phone. It was like 10:14. It's like, cocks. Alright. So remember, number go up. Hopefully I think Amber finishes Tuesday this week. That means it doesn't have any extra shit with, like, fucking, you know, TAFE or anything like that, so I might actually get some fucking shit done. That'll be nice. My Star Wars thing would be the discovery of a Force-sensitive droid. That's what I'd do. It'd be a side quest. It'd be off in the fucking distance. I don't need the fucking main plot. I just want to see just a Jedi discover a Force-sensitive fucking droid. And just be like, huh. Yeah, somehow Amber returned. I'm gonna make some fucking music for this show or something. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna fucking, alright, fucking, you know, DJ Mutt, fucking get your shit together. Alright. The subscriber Saturday was, I think it's available if you subscribe and go to the thing. You can watch me get somewhat angry at Commander Blood while a viewer tries to keep me from going insane with mixed results. It's a weird game, but you got to go to the Patreon thing for that. So if you miss it, it'll be the link is on the VIP Discord, so you should be able to. It should, you know, it's still VODs, it's still videos on demand, so it should be findable. Okay, we're back at 10 tomorrow. I just have to get to bed early. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go to training tonight. When I do 2 hours of fucking kung fu in the evening, it fucking puts me right to sleep. And watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.